Hey there, I'm Ahron Young. Elon Musk found himself in hot water recently after elevating an anti-Semitic campaign aimed at banning the Anti-Defamation League from X, which used to be known as Twitter. The billionaire had liked a post from hard-right YouTuber Keith Woods that claimed the league was trying to silence free speech. He has since tweeted that he is pro-free speech but against anti-Semitism. But is the damage now already done? For more, let's bring in Andrew Rossow now, tech reporter. Let's talk about what's happening here, Andrew. This is an interesting one that we keep finding ourselves in difficulty with Elon Musk. What do you think?
I have to agree. I think Elon Musk has a very strong attachment to money, specifically ad revenue, in this new platform that he is trying to transform and to build out. And we are starting to see the effects of that lust, of that interest here.
Yeah, well, talk to us how badly it's actually backfired for him, because he's been accused or found to, in the past, be liking things which perhaps go against the grain of what people socially accept.
Yeah, the irony here is that Elon has continued to state on a number of occasions that he is pro-free speech, that he is not anti-Semitic. However, his actions seem to be doing the exact opposite. You know, for a pro-free speech platform or an individual, restricting certain people, restricting certain accounts simply because they are willing to challenge him, to challenge the platform for the better, doesn't seem like free speech to me. And suspending, banning, or even calling for a poll of an account to be removed. And it's troubling, Aaron. It's very troubling.
Talk to us. Who is Keith Powers? What do we know about him?
From what we know, he is one who has an extreme point of view with respect to the types of people and the messaging that should be allowed on this platform. In my opinion, he's no different than the other individuals we've seen as part of this more white nationalist group that does tend to carry white supremacist ideologies.
It seems to be becoming a pretty common trait with Elon Musk that on a weekend or on a Friday night, he tweets something or does something that by Monday he has to apologize for and backtrack on.
It does appear that way. And I think with what we're seeing right now, it's hard to say. It's hard to understand why he does what he does or why he says what he says. But I believe ad revenue for him is one of the biggest concerns, one of the biggest focal points for X as it continues to grow and evolve. But with that, the platform does have to be challenged at times. Its content moderation policy hasn't been strong. It's been weak, and it needs work. So
yeah, well, we think about Linda Yaccarino, right? So she's taken over. She's come over from NBC Universal. He's convinced her to step away from an ad role into a role of CEO. The fact that she came from an advertising background was a pretty good clue for us all talking about what's happening over at X, the direction that the platform will be going. She'd be probably quite frustrated that she's trying to woo over advertisers at a time where the boss is liking tweets that can be linked to anti-Semitism.
It definitely doesn't help. And I think for the position that she's in, Elon's a wild card. You just said it. You don't know what he's going to like, what he's going to respond to, or how he's going to respond to. But when he does, it's definitely a moment where we're all thinking, oh God, I hope it's something that is consistent with what the general community is advocating for. And in Linda's position, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous because there seems to be a correlation between the drop in ad revenue and the actions that X's CEO and team, specifically Elon, have been taking. And it's hard to predict when you don't know.
Yeah, very much so. Just for those who aren't entirely familiar, talk to us about how we got into this situation and what the ADL do, because it's all very well for Elon Musk to say, I believe in free speech and not anti-Semitism though. But the trouble is free speech by some quite often ends up in the territory of saying something anti-Semitic. It's hard to be both. Talk to us about the role of ADL.
So the ADL, or the Anti-Defamation League, is a very well-known, very well-respected organization that fights against hate speech, specifically anti-Semitic remarks and conduct, and has been a very strong advocate for respecting these beliefs, respecting individuals who do carry that Jewish faith, that Jewish heritage, and is willing to challenge and work with people to improve their content policies, to improve the conduct that we see online every day. And with X, or what Twitter has been over the past few years, it's been a battlefield, a playground of any comment from anybody, and not enough people doing what they should be to moderate that to where hate speech should not be allowed. And we're seeing Elon find reasons as to why it should be, but then claiming he's not anti-Semitic.
All right, we'll leave it there for now. Andrew Rossow, attorney, thank you so much for your time. Talk to you soon. And that is a program for now. For more, head to tickernews.co. See you soon.